Okay guys, welcome to part 2 where I'm gonna be teaching you how to collapse this paper. Okay, so if you haven't checked out part 1 where I teach you how to pre-crease this the Dragon Knight, make sure to check it out, link in the description. So here's the crease pattern. We're actually gonna do the same thing that I did when I was collapsing this. We're gonna start by collapsing the 3 heads, which are probably the hardest part, so might as well get that out of the way. So we'll start by collapsing the first, or this one, then this one or this one, doesn't really matter. So what I'm gonna do is actually show you how to collapse a head on this paper, and then I'm showing you again on the original paper. So I'm showing you here first because it's a lot easier, plus this one is bigger. It's a lot easier for both me and you, and yeah, so I'll give a more detailed explanation on this one, and then I'll do a bit faster on the actual paper. So this is just the crease pattern of the head. I'm gonna ahead and draw it. So what I'm gonna do now is show you how to collapse. I had some problems, or it took me some time to actually figure out how to collapse it, but luckily there are 3 heads, so I had some time to practice when collapsing. And honestly, I'm just a matter of finding like the easiest way to explain you how to collapse, and I think I've found a way. I have here some test folds that I did. This is just another collapsed head, which the paper kind of ripped, which is sad, but okay. So let's let's get started. So what we are going to do first is let's see. Yeah, okay. So let's start by going from the outside to the inside. So basically, let's do first these folds here. So okay, I'm assuming you know some basics of collapsing. So yeah, so let's do first this part here. Okay, like that, and then do a mountain fold here. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, like that, and do the same thing on the other side. So everything you do on one side, do on the other side as well, because the model is symmetrical. So I'll do like that, and then do the same thing with this one. Okay, so basically now you make a mountain fold here, make that one, and here just make a mountain fold on this line, just like that. Okay. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. Mountain fold here. Again, make sure you crease everything as you go, at least the lines that are supposed to be. And yeah, what you're going to do now, let's see. Okay, yeah, so on this side you're actually going to make a mountain fold on this line and a mountain fold here. So mountain fold here, and make a valley fold on these 2 lines. Okay, like that, and the same thing here. Okay, and do that one more time. So valley fold, mountain fold here, mountain fold here as well. Okay, and collapse everything. Okay. So yeah, this is how it should look like right now. Here on this part, so you actually have more lines here. So you have this line here, which goes on a bit more. But you can, this is just alternating between valley folds and mountain folds. So here I only have 3 units, because so I'm just gonna do that faster, so like that, and then it's all in one division. And I'm showing, actually I'm gonna do that later on my paper, but this might be a bit harder for you because you have a lot more paper like here. So just if you want, you just put a clamp on it so it doesn't open up as you're collapsing. But yeah, so what we are going to do now is actually collapse these parts here, and honestly I did not find a way to make this like step by step, so it's gonna be a bit like fold almost everything at the same time, but I'll do my best to explain. So we're gonna fold this flap down, and let's start on one side. So you're actually gonna go you're actually gonna make a mountain fold on this line. So you're gonna open up these pleats here and make a mountain fold here, okay, and mountain fold there. For now, just grease that part. So basically just make this this little square here, okay. This should be quite simple to do. It's something that you should be familiar with. Okay. Now here, yeah, and as you're doing that, you also gonna make a mountain fold on this line, like that. Okay, and I know this part is not going to collapse, don't worry about it. Just make sure you have something like that now. So here's what you're going to do actually. So first off, you're going to fold this point up, okay, like that. And as you're folding this point up, make sure you fold this like that, okay. And this is probably gonna get in the way. Yeah, maybe let's do another thing first, which is, yeah, let's actually, let me actually see. Okay, I like that. So so we have something like that, right? You're gonna make a valley fold here, okay, so like that. Push this part like that, valley fold there as well, and you're gonna make, as you're closing all of this part to that side, you're gonna make this fold up. I'm gonna fold this up, okay, and yeah, it should, yeah, okay, so let's do the other side as well. So do the other side as well. Let's see, let's make this square here. Fold on these lines. Okay, so yeah, so what you're going to do, so I was holding like that, now I'm holding it like this. So what you're going to do is just pleat all of these. Okay, so pleat like that and fold and leave this one like this, okay? And what's gonna happen is this part won't lie flat because it will start going like this, okay? We need to make some creases here, but don't worry about that. So make sure you close it like that. And as you're as you're doing that, your goal is to actually fold these 2 points here up. So these 2 points like that, okay? So they're not going to collapse yet, okay? So just close these two just like that, okay? Now we can actually do this part here. So what you're going to do, yeah, let's see. So you're gonna open up this part here, and you're gonna make again that mountain fold here, okay? And you're actually gonna keep this, so you're gonna make this as a mountain fold as well here. And what you're going to do is actually fold this mountain fold and make a valley fold here, like that. Okay, bringing these two parts together, you fold it like that, and then you make valley folds here. Okay, and then you do the same thing with this one. So you make a mountain fold here, and then you're gonna make a valley fold there. So you're gonna bring this edge to that edge, like that, okay? And let's do this part, okay? So you should have something like this, right? So what you're going to do now is, let me check, wait, yeah, okay, that's okay. So you're actually gonna fold all of this. You can't quite collapse it now, but try your best to just push everything together like that. Push this point up. Okay, and so here's how it looks now. And do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna make a mountain fold here. Another one here as well. I'm just trying to put everything in the correct place. Okay, it's sort of. Now, what you're going to do, so you have all of these lines here. So what you're going to do is actually just try to make a valley fold on this line right here, just like that. And you're gonna try to put the paper all together like that. Okay, and as you're doing that, so you came to the point where this is all like that. Okay, you're gonna hold here, so hold all of this, right? Just confirm. Yeah, so you're gonna hold. This is a bit harder for me because the paper is very thick, but so you're gonna hold all of those layers, okay? All of this, and you're just gonna make a mountain fold here. Okay? Like that. I'm gonna do on the other side as well, and then I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean again. So I'm gonna do it here as well. So you're going to try to push this down. And come on. Okay, so you're going to try to put these two flaps together, like that. Connect these two flaps, and then you're gonna fold them together here. Wait, this is coming off. Okay, fold them like that. I can actually zoom a little bit better, sorry. Fold them like that, and then you're gonna make a mountain, a valley fold here. So this line, by the way, if you're not seeing it, oh, sorry, this line that I'm talking about is this one right here, okay, this one, which is only a mountain fold in comparison with the other ones with that, which is only in one direction, because there are others that have both directions. In this case, you just make a valley fold on that line. I'll try to fix this later. Okay, mountain fold, and you're going, as you're bringing all of this together, oh, this is a bit hard. So your goal here also is to bring this point to this one, which is this point to this one right here. Okay, and as I'm doing that, you have to you have to do that thing where you have to fold all the layers. So here I'm holding here all of the layers again. If you can see, I'm holding all of them, and I'm just gonna make a valley fold here. So fold all the layers like that. Okay, and now what you can actually do is honestly collapse it. It's all done. So you have to put these points down like that, pull this up, and now you can actually fix some stuff that were not in the correct place. Okay, I think this wasn't my best explanation, but honestly I don't know what I can do better. Let me actually show you. Yeah, the head is, so this is the top part, so you have to fold all of this like that, and yeah, this yeah, to fold this flap down. Yeah, the paper is already ripping, which is what happened on that one as well, because this is way too thick for this origami. And then you just close everything. Yeah, this is already ripping, as you can see here. But yeah, as you can see, hopefully you get the same thing here as me, but as you can see you have like I don't have my origami here, but you have one horn, two, and then you have the four, so you have the eyes you can make from this flap, then you have the upper jaw, the lower jaw, and then you have the 4 points, the 4 horns, 1, 2, 3, 4, that I used to make like the beard or something like that. I don't know how much better I can explain. I'll try to explain it again on this paper as best as I can, but hopefully you could make it. Again, this is, if you're not able to make it, just do what I did. Just grab a paper, divide it into 16 parts, make a 16 by 16 grid, draw the crease pattern, and try to collapse the head. So yeah, I'm gonna try to show you on this origami, on this part as well. I'll have to zoom out a bit. Okay, so yeah, I'm making this head, which is this one right here. So let's do what I actually did. So first of all, remember I did these lines here. So these valley folds and with this mountain. So I'm going to do that. Okay, same thing on the other side. I usually like to, like these lines that are grid lines, I usually like to crease them all the way because it's easier and the model kind of lie flats in that area. So okay, so something like that. I'm gonna fold this part up and then I'm just gonna make a mountain fold here and belly fold on next one, then mountain fold again. Like this, and then I do a mountain fold here on this line. The same thing on the other side. Like that, and keep on going. So now I'm gonna make mountain belly fold, then again another mountain, and here I just do that and then do a mountain fold on this one. Okay, like that. Do the same thing on this side. Okay, and fold this like that. Should have something like this. Now do it one more time. So mountain fold here, and another mountain fold here. Oops. That. Okay. Like that. And as you can see, you have this this line here, which is this one. So what I'm gonna do is just fold a couple of lines here so that I can just close this a little bit better. That. So I'm gonna fold this line and then I'm gonna fold this one. That. And I'm gonna fold one more. Sorry if sometimes the paper is out of the camera because the paper doesn't fit with the tripod here. So if sometimes it goes out of the camera, sorry about that. Again, I'm just gonna crease all of this all the way. Okay, and I'm gonna do one more. Don't worry about what I'm folding now, it's nothing related to the head, so it's just to keep the paper here, that part, just that, now it is. So yeah, so like that. Okay, so you should have something like this here. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Let's see, wait a second. Okay, so let's do that. This is why it's very helpful to fold the grid in that zigzag way, because the lines are already in their correct orientation. Because most of the origamis that are based on a grid have this like pattern of mountain fold, then valley, then mountain, then valley, so you can take advantage of that. Okay, so should have something like this now. Here on the back I just continue decreasing these lines all the way to the end, so they just stay there. You don't have to do that, it's just easier. So yeah, now comes the hard part. So what you're going to do is actually make these lines again. So basically you're gonna kind of open here this part, and you're gonna make like mountain fold here and then valley fold. So let me show you. So I'm gonna make a mountain fold here, okay, and I'm gonna fold only to this part, as you can see here. No, actually that's not right. So as you can see here, it reaches intersection where it has like this line. Oh, sorry, you can see. So it reaches a point which is something like that. Okay, so it has here, this is the center line. So I know what I'm gonna do actually let me just crease this part like that, and then I'm gonna keep on going. So I'm gonna fold the next mountain fold. Okay, and this one here is going to make a mountain fold there, right? And it's also gonna make like this little triangle here. It's going to be a valley fold, but I can't really make that right now. But what you can do is just kind of getting it to shape. Okay, so like that. Okay, so do the same thing on the other side. This is 90% of collapsing. It's just making the creases go where they're supposed to be, and as you keep on doing that, they eventually make the model collapse. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hold the paper like I did on that tutorial. So I'm gonna hold it like that. So this is the middle. So yeah, so this is the middle of the head, right here. The middle line. And this one right here. Okay. So I'm just making sure everything goes like that. What you can actually do is just get a clamp and just clamp this part. Yeah, since this paper is a bit small, this is gonna be a bit harder for me to explain. but I'll try. Okay, so I have something like this here. It's not going to collapse right now yet. But now what you're going to do, once you have this part sort of in place, this part right here, you're actually going to go back here and make those squares, these ones here. So let's do that. I'm going to open up this part and I'm going to make squares, okay, here. Okay, I'm trying to close it. Okay, so now let's do this part here. Okay, so let me see if I can show you a bit better. So yeah, so you're gonna basically again fold these two lines together, and yeah, this has to be a mountain fold. And as you're doing that, you're gonna make a valley fold on this line here. So let me see if I can do that. So now it's helpful if you, this part here, if you just put them, I'm actually gonna hold it like this, so it's helpful if you just hold it here, okay, and try to make yes, like that. So yeah, I'm trying to fold these two lines. These 2 points here. Okay, once you have them sort of in shape, like sort of connected here, you're just gonna fold fold here. So this is the center line again, so just fold it, make a valley fold here, okay, and just bring everything like that. Okay, so like this. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So let's see here. So it's this line and also this one. There are some creases here that I still... Sorry, camera died. So yeah, so as I was saying, let's finish up this part here. So So again, your goal is to make these two flaps, like this one and this one. These two flaps just align here, okay, like that. And this part should be like that. And once you've got them somewhat in the correct position, doesn't have to be exactly. A second, something is wrong here. Yeah, once you've got them somewhat in the right position, you're gonna just hold it like this. You're just gonna close this part off. And now, since you've already done that with the other one, so I'm gonna turn this around. So this is the front here. Okay, so your goal now is to make a valley fold on these lines here. So valley fold. So actually, yeah, fold this up, fold this part up, and then on this side as well. And then you're just gonna have to bring this point here. Let's see here. Okay, like that. Don't worry if you take some time getting this right. God, sorry, I keep going off camera. Don't worry if you take some time getting this right. I also did. And as you can see, it's like the 5th time I'm folding this head, and I still haven't figured it out exactly. Okay, but I think now, let's see, what do I have to do? Where is the middle? Something's different. Okay, I think I've got it. Let me just fix this and I'll try to show you again. So yeah, I'm not that happy with my explanation, so I guess I'm gonna show you again one more head, okay? But let me just show you what you should have. Wait, so how is this again? Okay, that's right, so this part is like that. Then this part is like that. Okay, and then something you should note is that the head is folded upside down. So this is how I start started folding, how I started collapsing, and as you can see the head is upside down. So that's something you should take into account. And actually the crease pattern, now that I think of it, the crease pattern that I showed you on the last video, that was not this crease pattern, the one that had the mountain and valley folds. It is also upside down, so that's why, so that's something you should take into account. So yeah, so this is the head. Let me try to, so I'm gonna unfold, let me try to kind of unfold it so you can better look at it. I can't really unfold it that well. But yeah, if you're having trouble, just try to make it on a test sheet like I did here, and hopefully it can work out better. Now yeah, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do this head as well. Okay, so which is here. I'm gonna try, let me zoom out a little. I'm gonna try to explain a little better, but honestly, if you're not, yeah, I'm trying my best to explain you, but like I said, this is not an easy origami, and if you have some if you don't have some experience, this will be a lot harder. So yeah, now let's do, actually I want to try something different. I want to try not collapsing immediately these squares here, because these are just sink folds, which mean you can probably, which mean they're not that important to collapsing, or to collapsing the preliminary base. So let's try that. So basically what I'm gonna do is, instead of making a mountain fold here, I'm just gonna make it here in the middle. And I'm not gonna crease this one that hard, because this is not the final orientation of that line. And how am I gonna do this? Let's see. Okay, I think you can see it like that. And here in this case, you just kind of have to unfold apart some parts here in order to get it, yeah, here. So just the same process basically, okay? Like that. Then here you go again. Now I'm just gonna make this one as well here. Okay, mountain fold here. And what I actually recommend you doing is putting a clamp here on the head, because you kind of have to unfold this part here a little bit to have more room to work with the next heads. But unfolding, okay, yeah. So let me just see. Okay, yeah. So in this part, you're actually gonna have to make what you did previously, which was make a mountain fold here, like that, and then make another one here, and make a mountain fold here. Okay, so we're at this point where this point should be easy enough to get to. Let me just make this mountain fold here so I can close this part. So here this part comes a little bit harder because you already have a collapsed head, which means you can't fully collapse this part here, or yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to fold this part like that so I can have some room to work with. And yeah, so this all good so far. This should be quite simple to get to. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is actually make this also inner squares here. So basically I'm gonna make here, I'm not gonna collapse this point here, sink this point in right now, because I'm just trying to see if it's easier or not. So we'll see. So this point should be up, yes. Okay, and fold that to the side. That, and then do the same thing with this one. So this one should be up like that. Here I'm gonna have to unfold a little bit here. Up. Okay, so this will generate this mountain fold, this square here, which you can make also on this part. And this is getting kind of confusing. Let's see. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to keep this part closed. Yeah, I honestly think that the previous way was better. This one is just making me more confused. Yeah, so I'll leave it like that, and I'll just show you again this part here, what I did. So let me just put it back where it was, like that, and this part like that. Okay, and I'm trying to close. Okay, so once again, let's see this. And yeah, okay. So what you're going to do is actually make, you're gonna crimp all of this paper. So you're gonna make a mountain fold here, valley fold, then mountain valley, and then don't do anything with the middle, and then do valley fold here and then mountain that way. So let me do it here on this one. So let's do mountain fold and then I'm gonna do valley here. Okay, so try to hold the paper with the finger and just keep on adding. So you have to add just one more layer to one side, and then you have to let's try to open this part up a bit so it's easier. Actually, you can start doing like this line here. As you can see, there's a diagonal here. You can start doing or not. I'm not gonna do it now because that's just more confusing for you. So I'm just gonna try to hold this, hold it like that. Okay, and then I have to do the same thing on this side. So I'll have to make this mountain fold. Mountain fold as well. Let me try to okay. Okay, like that. So try to maybe put a clamp here, and now so this stays closed, and now you can work here with this part here, which is a bit trickier. And so yeah, let's get to it. So basically these two lines, try to make, yeah, so these two lines go all the way up to this point here, okay, that, and the other one as well. Yeah, so see, as you can see, this is already opening up, which is not good. Yeah, wait a second. Okay, so I went and got like these two clamps here, so I really recommend it. I was doing it and kind of, it really helps if you have this here. Okay, so let's just keep on doing it, doing the head. So get that one, and then this point here is gonna generate like this square here in the middle, which let's do. So it's gonna have this part, that, okay, and on this side as well. And here you can start doing like the other squares that we did previously, or at least try to do. I'm actually gonna move this a bit further up. Okay, let's see here. I'll do that later. No, actually, let's do that. Yeah, so here we only did like this mountain fold. Here we did like this mountain fold here, but let's just do like we did before. So sinking this part here. that, and here the same thing. Okay, so and a key point of this collapsing is to actually make sure that this that this edge is aligned with here, which means this is prerequisite, which is not happening on my case. So I'm gonna try to do that. So I'm gonna try to make something like that, and then so what I'm doing is just putting this all together. This should be like that, and then I just gonna put the clamp here. Okay, let me see. Just gonna try to put it here. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect, just so it holds. Now I can work here. Okay, so as you can see, we have these little two flaps again. Let me zoom. Okay, don't know what happened, sorry. Let me zoom in. So we have these two flaps here that we're supposed to fold up like that. So first of all, you have to bring them together, and this part should be like inside, tucked underneath here. Okay, I know it's hard to do it, but baby steps. Okay, so first thing we can actually try to join these two together like that, and then we can try to make like a valley fold here. Okay, yeah, so it's not collapsing now, but I believe that once we've done the other side it will. So here, I'll take off this clamp again, and I'll just fold again this part like it's supposed to be. Okay, and again try to connect this edge with this one, so making this mountain fold. That should be valley. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just has to hold like that, and clamp. Okay, wait, I need to clamp one more edge. No, yeah, let's not, that will do too much confusing. So yeah, so now let's again make those squares. So this is square here. Okay, so again, you have these two flaps, right? This one and this one. First off, you want to bring them together. Wait, let me just close this one as well. So first off, you want to bring them together. So one here, right, and the other one is there. So that, and then you want to make a valley fold here in the middle, folding these two up like that. So as you're doing that, I'm just gonna get rid of the clamps now. I'm just gonna hold everything. So yeah, let's see. So as you're doing that, you're gonna have to keep adjusting like the creases. That's why it's important for you to only crease where the paper is supposed to, so you know what creases you have to do. That. So you're going to do again that trick of so collapsing. So you have here the two flaps, right? Here. Wait, let me just fix this part. I'll fix it when I collapse it. So you're gonna make a valley fold here, okay? That. Oh wow. Like that. I think this explanation was even worse than the previous one. Sorry about that. I'm really trying my best. Funny enough, when I was actually collapsing, the second head was actually the hardest one as well. Don't know why. The third one was the easiest. Again, don't know why. But maybe that will be your case. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully you can do it, you can understand something, at least part of what I'm doing here, and you are able to collapse the head. Okay. And honestly, if you can't make it don't give up. Just try again, or like I said, make that test fold and try again, because, well, yeah. So the head is done, actually. This part is done. Let me just again show you what it looks like on the insides before I put it into correct positioning. So this is the middle. Yeah, as I was saying, don't give up if you can't make it on your first try or second try or third try. Like, this is not an easy origami, or at least this part is the hardest part. So try a little more. Origami is about not giving up, and hopefully you can do it. Now I'm just trying to fix some details, and honestly this is also not the best paper for teaching you, because it's a bit too small, but again, like I said, it's all I had. And now all I have to do is just fold this to this side. Okay, and yeah, this part is up like that. So yeah, now you should have two heads, hopefully. I really hope so. I really hope you could do it with my explanation. So here is one, another one. So as you can see, yes, they are upside down. Now, sorry if I'm repeating myself, but yes, try in a test fold. Try it. Try with that crease pattern that has the, if you search for it you can find it. Try the crease pattern that has the differentiation between valley folds and mountain folds. That might help you. And yes, I'm just gonna do the other head off camera, and then we'll carry on. Okay, so you should have all three heads collapsed now. 1, 2, 3. And what I'm gonna show you now is the back part of the origami. So I'm gonna make these lines here, this one, so we're gonna fold a little bit here, and then we're gonna leave these two parts to last. So yeah, so the first thing that we're gonna solve is actually this middle part here, which is all these lines intersect. So it's quite simple. So you have some lines from this side that go like that. You have some lines from this side that go like that. So they all intersect here, the same here, and so all you have to do is just crease this diagonal here. Okay. So let's do that. So the diagonal that I'm talking about is this one. here. So what I'm gonna do is just open up this part a little bit, and I'm just gonna crease. So this should be quite simple. Okay, not gonna bother wasting too much time here. Sorry if I'll try to keep the paper down, but sorry if it goes off camera again, but like I said, this part is easy. And yeah, let me do one more. So you don't have to make them all the way. So you don't have to make this diagonal all the way. I've made like 1, 2, 3, 4 units or 8 units, I guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. With this step, the paper will be a lot easier to manage. Let me just make a mountain fold here on the center line, so I can just easily make this like that. You could have done this part as you were collapsing the head. Maybe it would made it easier to collapse the head. And I also thought of it. I don't remember if I did that when I was collapsing, but I didn't want to do that because it would only be more confusing for you. So, or at least for me to explain. So I decided not to. So yeah. So. Now, as you can see, the paper kind of folds in half. Okay, so we're gonna focus on one side at a time. So basically, this is the middle line. The paper is divided here. Okay, so this line here is this middle line here. Okay, so we're first gonna make these creases. Okay, so we're gonna go like from these ones. And we're not gonna make this one yet, so just go crease this all the way, which is already done. So basically you're just gonna make these creases here and then turn them into this direction. So what I mean is like I did here, so just keep on making this diagonal line. So here you're gonna open up like that. This is going to be the tail, by the way. This point here, which is this middle part here, is going to be the tail. So you just keep on doing this line. So this should be quite simple if you have the grid like I have. So alternating between mountain and valley fold. Okay. You're gonna keep on doing them until you reach like almost the end of this. Oh no, yeah, at the end of this one. Okay, actually, yeah, just keep on doing them, and then we'll see what we'll do next. Maybe thinking like this is not a good way to show you how to fold your origami, like it seems all randomness and just doing things as they go, but honestly this is the way I crease or I collapse the crease patterns. I just go with the flow and I just try to start from a point which I know how it's going to collapse, and from that point on I just see what's easier to collapse next, and I just keep on doing that. Maybe there's a better way, who knows. There's actually no, or at least there's no, not that I know of, no right way to fold crease patterns or to collapse crease patterns, because everyone can do it as they want. That's the beauty of it. And of course there are some easier. For example, with the Eugene, it's quite, or at least it's quite obvious what is what should be the first steps or the first collapsing, but some origamis don't really have that. So yeah, so that's why I'm usually on my tutorials, it's always something like this. Okay, so yeah, so I've done all the way, I don't have a pen here, so I've done all the way to this line here, okay, this one. So as you can see, I have this one and this point here. Let me zoom, sorry. Okay, so this point right here is this tip here, okay? So at this point there's a or there's just 2 units going down, and actually what you're gonna do here, so again you're gonna do one more mountain fold here, and this top part is the same, but here you're actually gonna make a valley fold on these two, and then you're gonna make a mountain fold here, and you're gonna make this fold here, okay, like that. So as if you do the next one, it should be easier, so try to do them, try to do both at the same time. Let me try to show you. That one and another one. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna make a valley fold here, and as you're making this part here, you're actually gonna make, so you're folding like that. Sorry, lighting is, my hand is in the way. You're gonna make a mountain fold like that, okay, and you're just gonna close off this part like that, and then you can do this part, let's see, yes, something like that, okay. And now as you can see, so from this point you have, another diagonal going that way. which will then make some lines again here. And we're actually gonna do, yeah, let's do that right now. So let's just keep on doing this. So basically these lines here, there are some lines here. It's actually easier to start from the edge of the paper, so these lines have to be horizontal and not vertical as they are here. So what I'm talking about is actually just making this a mountain fold, for example, here, and you can make it all the way for now. Okay, and then valley fold, again mountain fold again, just keep on doing it. Yes. Okay, and you come to the point where you're in your third, oh god, sorry, this was too zoomed out, so let me just redo what I did. Just move the camera up. So yeah, so basically these lines were like that, were vertical, you need to make them horizontal. So I'm gonna make a mountain fold here. Okay, and then valley fold, and then mountain fold. So I'm making these lines here, okay? And on your third mountain fold, you should actually get to the diagonal, okay? And you can start like joining these two lines together, okay? Just keep on doing this. This part is going to be the wing, okay? And this part here that you have, where you have these squares and these tips are going to be the backlight. It's going to be the backlight. So yeah, just keep on doing them. Now there is going to be a point where these horizontal lines are going to meet here, and in that case you're just gonna fold this diagonal here, okay? So I have not yet reached that point, but I will now, I think. Let's keep doing this. Okay, so this diagonal, this valley fold will bring me to this point here, okay? And yeah, it's a bit different here because you're used to having this intersect and then having another diagonal, but in this case that's not what happens. And as you can see, it's kind of hard to collapse this part. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this like that, and I'm gonna come back to the other side, and I'm gonna do everything that I just did, and hopefully you can then collapse everything at the same time. Okay, so let me just zoom out a little bit again. And now I'm gonna do everything we did on this side as well. I might do a bit faster, or I might just speed it up in the video, who knows. Okay, so I've made all of that here as well, and now I'm gonna start doing this horizontal lines. So what I'm gonna do is actually join them with the ones that I did on the other side. Okay, like that. The paper seems kind of curved here, but it's not. I swear I'm holding it on the actual grid line. and as you keep on folding them, the paper will start to lie flat. So okay, so let me try to open this part. So I've come to the point where you have so you have, let's see if I can show you on the crease pattern. So this is like that, and you have this diagonal here, which is this one, and as you can see, this one then goes onto a line here, which is this here, which is all crimped up. You have some folds here, but we're gonna do that later. So what we have to do is first of all make like a mountain fold here. So all I have to do is just make like that, something like this. Okay, just press down here, on the other side as well. Okay, so then what actually is going to happen is, yeah, actually let's fold, and this might be easier, so let's fold these lines here, okay, which are these ones here. So basically I keep on making these mountain folds like that, and this will help to make that mountain fold here. Okay, just keep on folding this, that. So I'm folding these lines right here. Okay, let's just fold the middle ones first. Here, this one, and this one. Okay, so you should have like that. You should have something like this, right? And let's actually just collapse this part here as well. So it's pretty much the same thing. Honestly, I had some questions here on this part as well, because this part doesn't have so yeah, this line right here is this one, that has two longs, and it doesn't have like this intersection, this connection here between these two diagonals, but I'm actually making it anyway, and I'm not sure if it is supposed to, but I'm just gonna make them in order to make it easier to collapse. Okay, like that. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay. So what you can do to help you collapse, so here on the legs, you can actually open this part here and just try to squash this. I know there's a lot of layers here, but try to squash this part. Okay, just like that. And you can try to collapse this part. Okay, crease the layers as hard as you can. Okay, so if you hold it like this, it is where it started. So these are the two legs. We still have to make some folds here, and then you have the two wings here. So the legs are gonna be folded like this. Okay, just let me just hold it like that. So the legs are gonna be folded like this down, and I don't know if you remember on the previous video, if you saw it, where I talked about these zigzag lines that were not that important when collapsing more than shaping. So this is what happened. So these are the legs, and the model is like this. So so imagine that the other head like goes in between here. So the middle head goes like that, and you have two wings, and then you have these two back legs. So the way the legs are placed is that you make this fold here like that, and then you just wrap them around the body. Okay, so that's why you have those lines. But I'm not gonna do that now, we'll do that later. So what we have to do here is actually unfold all of these layers here and actually make these parts. Yeah, sorry, camera stopped recording. So yeah, let's just finish off the back of the origami by making the toes. And so we have all of these squares here that we need to do, that are all trapped inside. So what we need to do is actually pull the paper. So what I'm gonna do is just open up here. I'm gonna open both at the same time so it's easier, and I'm just gonna try to pull the paper from here. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this one. Okay, careful not to rip the paper. Okay, and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, nice. So now you're actually gonna make this square. So this is pretty simple. So let's start here from the edge of the paper. So mountain fold, and then you're gonna make here mountain fold there, like that. So this is pretty straightforward, nothing too complex here. And I'm actually gonna do both legs at the same time, so it's easier. So yeah, as you're folding, so here I'm just gonna wait. So I'm just gonna fold this point up like that. Okay, make sure everything is correct. And then you're just gonna fold this in half, okay? Like that. And do the same thing here. And you just keep on doing it. Okay, so let's do the same next one. So pretty much just making just pushing this square inside. So if you pull here on these valley folds and these mountain folds, it kind of goes into place automatically. So that, and also here. Perfect. Again, fold it in half. And let's go. We have to make 3 small squares in the big one, which we did in the beginning. Okay. And just one more. Okay, and then just fold everything in half, just like that. Okay, and now you can close everything. Nice. So you should have something like that. Okay, let me zoom out again. So all of this part, like from here to here, everything is done. Also this part is done. So all we need to do now is the front legs and then the rider, which is going to be the second hardest part, but nothing too complex. I think the head is the hardest part. So next we're gonna do this one because it's really similar to here and it's quite simple. And yes, hopefully you guys are actually making it, and at least I have some people watching at this point still. So yeah, see you in a second. so let's now make the front legs, this section here, two front legs, and so you should have something like this, right? One head, another one here, then legs, tail and wings. So hold the paper like that. Okay, we're gonna work on this side, which is this part right here. Let me zoom a little. Okay, so we're gonna start off by this corner here. Okay, so let's just join these two lines first. So you have some lines going here and you have some lines going here. So first of all, let's do these lines here. So you should have here, you have this small triangle here, okay, which is this one. So let's do that. Okay, like this. Okay, and then you keep on just making this. Once again, ignore this part, we'll deal with it later. Now just keep on doing this. Valley and mountain folds. More. And now here you'll reach this diagonal here, this line, and where you're going to start transitioning. So start making these lines going to that line. So something like this. Okay. You keep doing that. So keep doing it until you reach this point here, okay? Which is this point, okay? So once you've done that, you'll see that there's another diagonal going on this way, this diagonal right here, which we are going to start creasing as well. So you have to unfold some of it, so something like that, okay? And similarly to the back legs here, this part, so this point will originate this line here, so which is going to be this line right here. So you're just gonna make, so you're gonna hold here, okay, and here, and you're just gonna make like this fold here, mountain fold through all the layers, okay. And these lines, then you have like this, yeah, you have this diagonal right here, and also this one. So you have your folded part of this one here. This time you have to keep on going, okay. So you have, let's see here. So yes, you have two lines that you need to do. So you have this one, right, which is here, and then you have this one, which is here, okay. So it's really simple, just keep on transitioning from vertical to horizontal and so on. So quite simple. Again, ignore this part, okay, we'll deal with that later. So as you're doing that, you will start to close out this whole part, okay? This may take some time because the paper is, this section is getting smaller and harder to manipulate, but with time you'll get there. Okay, just keep on collapsing. Okay, so if you've done everything correctly, you should have something like this. Okay, you can just close everything. Just fix this part. So you can close all of the right or left hand side of the model. And what we are going to do now is, first of all, no, yeah, actually let's put this this in the correct position. So once again, as we did with the tail, so these zigzag lines which we have here are just to indicate that, let me see where they are. Okay, so as you can see, you have one here, which is this one. So this is just to indicate that you're gonna fold them. So you're gonna fold this together and just gonna fold everything this way. Okay, down. So these now are the two front legs. This is hard to see with all of this paper, but yeah, don't worry about that, just leave them like this. What we're gonna do now is just, again, unfold all of these layers here and just fold these squares to make the toes. So let's do that. So again, it's the same thing that you did on the back legs. So I'm just gonna pull the layers like that without ripping the paper. This one is going to be one less toe, so there's one less square to do. Like that, and once again you bring this point here, fold it up, and just fold everything in half. That. And just do the others. Okay. Now here I'm just gonna close everything. And yeah, front legs are done. Okay, this is something that I actually found out. It's kind of strange. I don't know if it's, I mean, of course, I don't know if it's supposed to, or I did something wrong, but as you can see, one leg is bigger than the other one. So when I was shaping this, I had like to make a crimp on this one because it's slightly bigger than the other one, but yeah, no problem with that. So let me see, can you actually see how this is going to be? Yeah, so you can kind of see, so all we have to do now is fold this part. So as you can see, you have wait, this is hard. So you have this leg here, then you have this head right here, which we haven't folded yet, but you can see where its position is. So God, this is hard. So you hold it like this. Now the knight is just going to be all of this paper, so all we need to do is that. So yeah. Okay, so one last thing to do, which is the knight. So similarly to the front legs, we're gonna start by, so I'm holding the paper like this. We're gonna start by this corner here, and it's going to be a bit different, but not that much. So first off, let's make this diagonal here. Okay, so this line, I'm not gonna make like the sword now. Don't know if I'm gonna make it later, but for now just ignore like the small divisions here. Okay, that, like that, and then you do it one more time. And now here, you're gonna actually make here a mountain fold on this line here. Okay, like that. Just gonna close this. And this mountain fold, so it's it's this one here, and then you have this valley fold, which is this one here. Okay, so just close that. And now let's see. So yeah, we're gonna continue doing this. Go like that, like this. So don't worry about this part right here. Okay, we'll do that later. So you can just do it like that, and then you can keep on doing this. Let me actually see here. Okay, yeah, so you're gonna make like this part here, these two lines here, which are these ones. So you're gonna make another mountain fold here. Okay, like that. Okay, so this mountain fold right here is this one. Okay, just like that, and then you keep on doing it. Let me see. So yeah, let's actually continue on this side, and then we'll see what that leads us to that side. So here is the same thing we did on the other side. Okay, so just keep on doing these lines. You have this diagonal. You have this diagonal here. Okay, so this one that will make a mountain fold here. So this part is the same thing as on the other side. Okay, so this part here in the middle, this is all collapsed. Now we just need to figure out how to collapse that part. Let me actually see. So yeah, so you have another, as you can see by the piece pattern, you have this line here, which is this one, and then you have this one, which should be like the mountain fold you get from folding here, and then you have another one, which is from this point right here. Okay, so here you're just gonna make another mountain fold like that. Okay, and then then you can just close this, I guess, like that. I don't think this part is, let me just check. Yeah, it's better if I just check how it is actually than to guess it. I think it's okay, yeah. So that's how I did it, at least so. So here you can just close this, wait, where, yes, this one is a mountain fold like that. And here you can just close this off like this. Okay. Yes, I know this doesn't look like a knight, but don't worry, it is. Okay, so close everything, and woohoo! It's collapsed. Everything is collapsed now. So if you made it this far, congratulations. That means one of two things: either this tutorial was very good, which we both know it's not true, and or that means that you actually know how to collapse crease patterns on your own, and yeah, that is always something to celebrate. So now I'm just making sure everything is in the right place, and then I'm gonna teach you like how to actually. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a shaping tutorial. It really depends on if you guys want it, because I don't want to make it. I think first of all, shaping tutorials are very boring for me and for you, because shaping is mostly just putting one thing in a place and just gluing and then doing the same thing 100 times. So it's really not that boring. What I can do is give you some tips on how to shape certain parts, or what is certain parts of the origami, and therefore you can just shape them more easily. And that's what I'm gonna do now. But first of all, let's put the origami into the correct position. So let's see here. So this is kind of hard because it's really thick paper, but yeah, so what you're going to do first, so you have the wings, so hold it like this. You have the wings here and the back legs, and you're just gonna fold everything in half, okay? Just fold this part in half, and as you're doing that, you can actually open the back legs and fold them like that. Just fold all of this in half, okay? Just like that, and I'm gonna use a clamp to hold that. Okay, hold here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to bring this head here, the middle head, you're going to bring it up, okay, like that. This part here is the knight. You're going to bring it up, and then you can actually start to see now the shape of the origami. So we have one head, another one, and another one. Then you have back legs, you have the wings here. Okay, so let's get now the legs in the position. So here on the front legs, all you have to do is just make a crease like that. Okay, just fold them down like this. Okay, and then you have here, as you can see, yeah, this one is bigger than the other one, so you have to make like a crimp to make them the same size. So, and then you just have to do basically the same thing with the knight. So the first thing you'll do, let me actually just hold the wings here as well, if I can. Okay, it kind of folds. So what you're going to do with the knight is, first of all, you're gonna make, as you can, if you open here and you crease the lines, that these diagonal lines, you kind of see like the first one where it starts, and you see that there's one here, okay? And this is to indicate that you're just gonna fold it, not like this, but like that. So you're gonna fold it like in, or at least let me just confirm with my origami. It's not here, but let me see here. Fold it like that, and you get, yeah, that's it. So you have this line here, this little line here, and you're just gonna fold everything up on that line, okay? So the same thing you did with the front legs, you're just gonna fold the knight up. And this is going to be quite hard now to hold everything together. That's why, and I'm gonna give you some tips on how to go around that, like when shaping and stuff. But yeah, as you can see, you have the knight here, and then you have the sword on this arm, and then you have the other arm, okay? And this is the head. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was getting kind of confused on how to fold the sword. So here's what you're going to do. So you have the knight here, right? Like that. And now you're going to make the arm. So you're going to make this valley fold here, okay? Like that. Okay, now you have something like this. Now what you're going to do is so you have the sword like this. You're going to make a valley fold there, making this part go like that. Okay, so you have that point there, and then you're just gonna make this mountain fold, valley fold, and just fold the sword, or actually, yes, you can just fold, maybe not that way, so maybe just half like this, fold the sword like that, and there you go. So now you should have, so you have like this part here, which is gonna be the toe, the hand, okay? And you have the sword here, which you have to again narrow, but I'm not gonna do that. And then you have the other arm here, okay? So I'm gonna now give you some pointers, I guess, on other parts of the origami. So first of all, this part, the front legs are like that. So in shaping, you have to make, you still have to make some folds here. You have to make like squares here to make the toes. So you have to make something like that, okay? Not doing it very well, but you get the point. Something like that, and you have to do it on the other one as well. Now I need to do it because then I can, okay, something like that, whatever. And then you need to do it here, and you can also narrow it further or not. I did, but I don't think it's necessary. Then you have here the tail. Okay, you just the tail, just fold it down. So this part here in the middle is going to be really thick. So just make sure you hold everything down and crease everything well before you fold it in half. That way it will be easier. Then you have the wings here. So these are the wings. You just fold something, I don't know, just look at photos. It's hard for me to explain what I did because first of all I can't remember. Second, it's just too many steps. So yeah, fold the wings as you wish. So this part here, I honestly didn't know what this was when I collapsed the crease pattern, but then I look at the photos and maybe which is this part here, maybe it's like the robes of the knights, something like that, I guess. I guess it's what I'm thinking. But yeah, head. So on the head you have, if you have it like this, so you have lower jaw, then you have the upper jaw here, and then you use this point to make the eyes, this flap here, and then you have here on this point you have 2 points here. Okay, so you have, if I can separate those, okay, so you have 2 points here, yeah, and they are here, these 2 points. Okay, and then here you have another 4 points, so they are a bit smaller, but they are used to make like this part here, the beard. This one looks better. Okay, so these 3 and then another one here. Okay, and I think that the most difficult part for shaping was probably the sword. The wings are kind of hard as well. You just have to make some testing. You know, you have to, oh, what if I fold this like that, until you get it right. But honestly, I'm not planning on making a tutorial on shaping, so it really depends if you guys really want it or not. Nonetheless, I encourage you to try it, obviously. Even if you don't know how to shape or have little experience, just try it. Do your best, and that's the only way to get better at it. And yeah, I guess that's everything for this origami. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully it was not too confusing, especially the part of the head, but I tried my best, I swear. And yeah, that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.